Alright, y'all, so this week we're all about shelf cooking or freezer cooking. What I've got at my house is what I'm cooking for dinners this week. So I had a few packs of pork chops that only have like 2 or 3 pork chops in them. So I thawed those out. Does anybody else do that? Like if you cooking for your family and you have some extra, you put them in there and then you just never get around to cooking them? That's what I've been doing, but I'm cooking them up tonight. So I've got my plate of pork chops right here. Enough pork chops for my family. Then, oh, by the way, this is going to be a smothered pork chop recipe. So I've got a can of cream of mushroom soup and a can of evaporated milk. Got a half a thing of sour cream right here. And then I've got these crispy onions, like French fried onions. Almost forgot. You also need an onion soup packet. This was just the packet that has 3 packets in it, so that's my last one. For seasonings, I'm going to use some garlic powder, some Rob Byron's butt rub, and some Badia Complete. So I'm going to season up my pork chops, and then I'm going to mix my sour cream, my evaporated milk, my cream of mushroom, and my onion soup packet together. Oh, you're also going to need some potatoes. So I'm going to dice up some potatoes also. Put those in the bottom of my casserole dish. Then put my pork chops, season them up, mix this stuff together, pour that over the pork chops and potatoes, and top with some crispy onion, French fried onions, whatever. That's what's going to be for dinner tonight, y'all. Alright, y'all, so to start with, I'm just going to cut up some potatoes, and I'm cutting them in the circle shape. Then once you get your potatoes all diced up into your shapes, or whatever kind of shapes you prefer, I like to do mine in circles, but you could just dice them up if you wanted to. And I did sprinkle a little bit of Badia Complete on top of mine. Then I'm going to add my pork chops and season them up, and I'm just seasoning them with Badia and a little bit of butt rub. Alright, so the onion soup mix is going in the bowl. And then my 1 can of cream of mushroom. And then my 1 can and then my 1 can of evaporated milk. Alright, so now I'm going to add in this half a thing of sour cream. This is a 24-ounce thing of sour cream, and I'm adding half of it in. So here's how the mixture will look, and I'm just going to pour it over the top of the pork chops and the potatoes. Just kind of make sure you fill all the cracks and cover everything with it. Okay, so I only added the crispy fried onions on one because I know my husband or the kids don't want it on theirs. Now we're going to put it in the oven on a 365 for about 1 hour. Alright, so here it is all plated up. You could also add some kind of veggie to the side, but I didn't have time for that on this night. Alright, y'all, moving right along to the next night, we had some fried ribs, and I cut the rib meat off the bone. I seasoned it up with those seasonings that you saw right there. I heated up a skillet with vegetable oil and just fried them in there. You do not have to flour them or anything. And then for the sides, I made some tater salad, and I've shared my tater salad recipe many times over here, and opened up 2 cans of whole kernel corn, and that was dinner for this night. Alright, so here's how it looks once it's all plated up. It was something different other than the same old, so we really enjoyed dinner on this night. On the next night, I cooked some barbecue chicken, and I had this big old pack of chicken legs that I needed to cook up that I had got on reduced quick sale. So we're going to season them up. They were already pre-seasoned, but I added a little bit of garlic salt to mine, and then I'm going to add some barbecue sauce, and I'm just using the Great Value honey barbecue sauce. I'm going to dump that on top of them and put them in the oven on 350 for about an hour. And then for a side to go with the barbecue chicken legs, I just whipped up one of those Idaho and Baby red mashed potatoes packets that you just add water to, boil your water, dump your packets in there, and that was dinner on this night. You could also serve it with a veggie, but we were out of veggies, and like I said, I'm chef cooking this week, so if I don't have it, I can't cook it. Alright, so moving right along to the next night, we had breakfast for dinner, and I've got some of these Banquet Brown and Serve sausage links that I needed to use up. They've been in my freezer for a little while now, and y'all know the Jim Dandy quick 5-minute grits are my favorite, so I'm going to cook some grits and eggs to go with them. We always have eggs, it seems like, so I'm going to cook those up, and I thought this was pretty funny because it's got breakfast for dinner on the back. Right there's the cooking directions that I'm going to be cooking them by. Just going to put some in my pan with a little bit of water, and I'm also going to fry up some eggs. So I've got some vegetable oil in the bottom of my pan that's heating up. Then I'm going to crack open an egg in there, and I'm going to take my spatula and just kind of splash some oil on there. I'm no chef, y'all, so I can't tell you exact time that it takes to do this. I just eyeball it, and when it looks right, I take it out. And here's how your egg should look once it's done. So I fried up a whole bunch of eggs, so I need to refill my container. I've got these brown eggs right here that you see me filling it up with. I got those from my mother-in-law. She has chicken, so fresh eggs are the best. So I'm just going to fill that up really quick, and we'll move on with the video. And here is my plate once it was all plated up. I've got my grits, my eggs, and my sausage, and a lot of pepper on top. That's how I like it. I figured y'all would want to see me crack the egg open. That's always my favorite part. Okay, y'all, we have rolled up on the last night this week, and I'm going to be making some lemon pepper chicken. So I've got some lemon juice, some chicken legs from the other night when I made the barbecue chicken, some of those mini bell peppers, and some diced up or peeled and diced potatoes. I'm going to dice them up right here, and then we're going to add them to the bottom of our baking pan, and then we're going to add in our peppers. Alright, so once you get through dicing up your potatoes and adding in your peppers, or cutting up your peppers, you'll add in your chicken, and I like to dig mine down in the potatoes as you see right here. You'll bake it on 350 for about an hour, sometimes an hour and 30 minutes. It depends on the size of your chicken, but this is how it'll look once it's done. I just plate mine up. You could also serve it with some kind of veggie, but I didn't. But you have to drizzle some of that lemon juice on top It's the best part to me. But y'all, I want to say thank you so much for watching this week's What's for Dinner video. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to leave me a big old thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. And I'll catch you in the very next video. Bye, y'all.